Jim mefre Musa na kyerese menya nam kakra nyakopo enhira mu nyina na onkoso enyam kese. Thank you so much. It's such a lovely day. Enti ye nyina ye celebrate sene be ya oneness, unity ebeden edi kama na ye nyina ye ni agye. Ene abusuafo marital and relationship solutions sene me kan ye no. Ene ye wo yentem Alhaji Mubarak Muftau. Aye, my director na me fedi Nations Councillor. Come on, na your Nations Councillor. Akwa bashoko kwa councillor.
Yes. Hey, dia bodia ma media ngedi kumasa. Tabukaya councillor matade.
Aye, my director should say nyasem kitwe. Was ye na ye holiday. Wo minim kianeke. Wo ko hajia hokoje na mintipesira wo bayi. Sa pepepe ni enye na bibia akoso kama.
Say kam bomba bande.
Oh, next time.
Me Yakubu.
Enti ene sani me de Shemima Habib no ene wo de Alhaji Mubarak Muftau
Alhaji Bu Habahak na me kai Bu Harak no me kai. Yeah, so
enti how has your holiday been? Enti ene
I think I've been in the house. I had to go I did a few rounds here and there.
Okay.
I mean, apart from that, it's all about keeping yourself in the house.
Most definitely. Me am say what nice fear umpie unko ba bia. Una wo mane wo busuya na.
No way, you can't see me anywhere. No way.
Yeah, then Yankopon say. Okay, councillor, and a marital and relationship solutions. Enti me share that dedicated ma most of our Muslim brothers and sisters because today is special for them. Enti wo more issues no or more debate, and I paid much attention to that bit.
That is our Muslim
community. Yeah. Enti me be discussing most of the things. People who understand say diverse. Ye jinafa.
No.
Baby biara no ya wade ne mpnatwe ti ye hwe ama bibia akoso kama eti umma me go ahead na ya to aso pepepe. Okay, eti ebusuafo sane ye kan ye no ye de bibia ehhehye so. I'm reading the first story for tonight na ye de diaka no ahhehye so pepepe. Say hello Auntie Valerie, happy Eid to you. I want this to be a special session, most definitely sane ya kan ye no and a special session. Please ask a counselor for me. I've been married to my husband for 13 years, and he's telling me that he wants to make sure that our daughters are secured by planning their marriages now. 13 years. And I have a 10-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 12. Now he wants to plan their wedding right from the onset. You should understand that in our society, in as much as we do not promote child marriages, sometimes it's subtly in there in our day-to-day activities. I have tried my possible best to tell him it is not right, and I don't see the reason he has to start something of that sort now. Now, my daughters are going to go to school. They are going to reach goals and make sure they achieve things that their heart desires. My husband is saying that whatever the case may be, a woman belongs to a man, and a woman was created for a man. I am not disputing that fact, but the fact that he holds on dear to it and starting the plans now. Counselor, please help me so I don't destroy my marriage.
Wow. So me patron share busia students ye nyina yesua de patron so me chia me chia me nuanom Muslim fo nyina enjoy your day and I drink to make an enjoy day night and then enjoy. All right, so let's go.
Sure.
Any family that cannot have a plan and a system that governs the family is not ready to survive.
Okay.
And I repeat, any family that do not have a plan for the family, that is, I would say, the parents. A parent or parents that do not have a plan for their children, you have failed. Marriage is not just about the woman and the man. As a matter of fact, marriage is about building a home. Having kids, raising them with and in the fear of God, and making sure that you guide them, you direct their path, so that they live to fulfill destiny. That's your semunti. Kai said, children are gifts from God given to man.
Yeah.
And whatever you do with them and unto them, God will judge you. When you are bebu waten, send your share agwalaso. Eduka Quran na, echere say, obi biara wa kwada, a untimi hwa abofra it's a curse to you.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can't just have your way by sleeping with a woman, having a wife, only now, and then you don't have a plan. Now, the problem with this beautiful wife, Muslim lady, and he said, Niku is having an idea, having a plan of putting a wedding ahead of time.
Yeah.
Said that meba ajia, meba so. Nyambi adumro di 22 years.
Yeah.
Obewadia, this is how I want the wedding to go. For me, from where I sit as a counselor, I think that is a good plan.
Okay.
But the plan will not be a plan until you consult your wife as a team. You put your heads together to make a plan. When one person makes a plan, it is called a decision. But when two put their heads together, it is called planning. It me wadia. As a single man, I can plan for myself because I am alone. I don't need to consult. Sometimes, even though I'm single, no cry, no, we want to have phobia. And I'll be what baby I'm in a chimp and be. I ever wadia. Between Fra Ubi and Ubia when you put as a friend say, what do you think about it? No be a nipa. But anyway, so you will be answered while you make your decisions. You have your plan. You execute it. Whether it goes wrong or good, no, for you. But you don't make decisions, you make plans. You think together, you reason together to be able to build and establish a family.
Okay.
There should be a plan for kids or the children. It is a bad man so didn't work catch or ban say, me money go school way, obey a doctor, way, obey a lawyer, way, obey a musician, whatever. Now, me person me plan on wedding ahead of time. Number one, the man is trying to say that, number one, I want to save into their future. It is obey sika.
Okay.
Meaning that chimpomunini. Never could be fake as a machine will be a medonwo. Then so if you reach we can still support.
Okay.
And so for me, I think that for us to have a proper family and to be able to raise children, we should plan for them. And trust me, if you don't plan for your children, you are failing them ahead of time. And that is what is happening in Africa, especially Bibi Memu. We don't have plan for children. A lot of people don't have plan for their children. To our waba, not the new school, Nisa, to JHS. We are also university, not the Nicosa or Coron where you see political science, it is a science of some walkway, or the chemistry in the calcium, Kabuma, or friend chemicals, or Hushi, just people are, look, trust me, a lot of people are confused in the universities. They don't know what they are living for. What people are doing subjects, courses, they don't even know where to land them because their parents are not involved with their brain. Like, Mitchell Fisa, or Kasa, was a Manako University. Me ma tuning in our university. But her parents say, "Courses no more, we are. What will become of them?" He doesn't know. She doesn't know. So for me, having kids and not plan for them, it's bad. You are what set you on failure ahead of time. So for me, I conclude to say that the woman or the man should consult the wife. They should sit together, and the man should not make the plan alone. Think with the wife and say, "I want us to start planning their wedding. Send them to university which is a good plan." But don't make it like I'm the man. My making decision, it's fine now. And so for me, the woman should understand that this man is a good man. Planning ahead of time concerning our dear Dachombe. One of the reasons why in the BBM especially, a lot of people are married to wrong people is because most parents are not that much concerned. We only become concerned, number one, what's the age in the term? We are expiring date. Until you are 25, where the 35, then they start showing concern. Ufo bimma. Unya na wade, unya also pressure ho, udi abra na okofa obi a wompe. And that is most of the time, that is when parents show concern. But for parents to show concern from the age of 18 to 25, they are good parents. That I'm planning your wedding. We are thinking of how your marriage will be. We are even looking forward for the man you bring home to make sure that he's a gentleman. He's raised well. He's a man who is disciplined. He was brought up well by his parents. This is a good man. So for me, the wife shouldn't have a problem with such a handsome, nice man. I'm saying handsome, not in body, but in heart, because he's thinking of family ahead of time. This is a mature man.
So then it is right for parents to actually look out for their children concerning their marriages. Naturally, say, I was say, I will for na womo timi ebo womo ma who say womo di hu juma.
Yeah, apart from the prayer going to the mosque with them, teaching them the ways of God. According to Quran, you should be able to train the child the ways of God. Apart from what the same here, because most people make mistakes because parents don't even told the bar open eyes. I can say the woo Jano non cosa or corner bar say something. I mean, what did the bar face? I knew some but because can't be no, it shouldn't be so. So for me, for the man to have a plan ahead of time concerning the wedding of Nema Dutch in Kwalamano. He's a good man, he's a matured man, to think and plan of the future.
Okay, to think and plan for the future. Nti Haji Awadaroma, councillor say we dey say be a child marriages wo pian and man say chinchin teenage age be no more eni nyina ye nkomo. Wasi ene wukuno eni nkomo if it is a bema awarding that chance somebody ye nature say adwempa and a techre somebody who is a visionary and no na councillor aka amaye nyina yate ase pepepe nti ene allergy ni nkomo na ye nyina yetimi enyina baby fa ko pepepe. Let me read the next story na councillor amaye humfuto pepepe. Auntie Valerie, please, I want councillor to help me. I know that they say that unequally yoked brings about this unity, and most often than not doesn't take someone to the promised land. Now, I am in love with a Christian. I'm a Muslim girl, and the love is so deep, and I know that my father is not going to allow us to settle. This is somebody that I have dated for the past 4 years. He tells me he's willing and ready to do anything at all, anything possible, just so we settle. To the extent that he is willing and ready to even move from his religion to mine. I feel he's doing too much because he wasn't born as such. I want him to remain as he is because there is nothing wrong, and I believe we all serve the same God. I want counselor to help me. How do I convince my family to understand that this is possible? Because I even look at Sule Muntari and his wife, and I know that it is possible. Counselor.
All right, so the first thing I want to talk about by tackling this issue, number one, you need to identify yourself, where you are coming from, who you are, and whose you belong to. I'm talking about your parents. Now, she wrote here and said, I know, and for the last time, I know my father will not allow me. So knowing your father will not allow you, why do you want to risk? So you know so well that your father will not allow. He will not permit you to marry a Muslim, even though you were a Christian. Or she is a Muslim. She is a Muslim. And she's falling in love for a Christian.
Yes, please.
And then you are saying that you knew so well that your parents, especially your father, is very strict and would not allow you to marry a Muslim. So number one, why would you start? Knowing that your father is a very strong man, very disciplined, and will not allow. He has already set parameters, rules, for you not to, look over it. If you are set this ally number one, why do you want to risk? Anyway, if you are risking to number two, then you need to understand that in terms of the religious bodies, obi ani the belief system. Obi jinyamidi, obi jinyamindi. Obi a jinyamidi. Obi anso gidi say ekwan ye fa so ye konyame honi. Obi ani the beliefs. That is the word I want to use. Obi ani the beliefs. And about you watch out. The risk that I am a Christian or I am a Muslim lady, but I'm going to marry a Christian brother, and then he is ready to move into our religious system, to join our faith so that we move. I personally have no problem, but I'm going to have a problem with this. The problem I'm going to have with this is that you marry the guy and not him alone, you marry his family. You don't marry a guy alone, you marry his family. Now you need to understand that the guy is not the only person to make a decision of transition, moving from where he is to you. The family has to back him. Either it becomes positive or negative. Now, family, they will make the strength of a man is not the ability to reason. The strength of a man is the family. Abusiani na ebe jirema ye this year. Ye this year, ye mpene na mperinchina. Enti ye do ye ho de, ba ba ma na busian say ye de ye Christofo. Ye no ye mpese ye this year be wade Moses. It's a choice. Ye mpese. I also have a friend, Nanama Adams. I have a friend, she's a Christian. The husband is a Muslim, and they've been together for years, and they are still there. She comes to church, she goes for prayer meeting, and the husband is that matured to allow the wife to move anywhere. She comes to our church, we meet her, we go to places, we sit, we eat, and the husband comes to me and say, Pastor, pray for us, oh, pray for us. Is that sin? No.
Wow.
If you are a Muslim, for a pastor to pray for you, is it a sin? No. See, we are making religion look like Muslims hate Christians. And then Christians too, we hate Muslims. And because our belief system is not the same, they are going to hell and we are making it to heaven. But I want you to know that a lot of Christians who are judging them will first of all go to hell. Some of them can make it to heaven. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So we are making it look as if, who are the Muslim? Sabi, what were they adiebianye? Who are the Christians from this religion? As what were they adiebiye? But then there is a risk here. If the guy wants to do the transition, move from the religion to the heart, it is the guy doing it with a genuine heart, with a sense of wisdom that I have make up because of love, make up because of my future, or make up just to please the lady. Because the guy can still move. That the heart is not in the Islamic, system. Say me ko join with a genuine heart, but me penalty. Say man kwa anya na me lose. Say na ma bedo na odo na tentan yi de. Man kwa na anya gay on wade me gay meko. Enti ni ebusa say wono akọ sa religion ni me no okọ with the open heart, genuine heart. And now say okọ by pretending. Okọ by pretending there the love. Whenever their love face times that are hard, challenging times, the challenging times will betray the guy's genuine love. Because every love must be tested.
Every love must be tested.
I'm telling you, you can't love me and your love cannot be tested. You are fake. And then the moment of test will betray you. Either you are good or bad. When you put gold in fire, it becomes purified. Gold becomes better. You see how it shines because it has gone through fire. You can't love and your love cannot be tested. So maybe, let me be react actually ladies. And no more your father says no. That you don't risk, because you see what you're going to do is that you are adding stress and frustration to your life, because you meet some fathers who are like no, and they are no. Even if you bring Papa Chief Imam, the answer is no. 4 years are a waste of time. So know who is going to back you as a father. And you know, in Africa, our fathers are our pride.
True.
And so if your pride says, I'm not going to follow you, no matter who follows you, you need to understand that then the lion did not go with you. And if you only go with the lioness, you have a problem. Because authority must back you. Anybody who stands here as a father and not by your biological father, you are failed. And so please, the lady should understand, if your father said no, why did you try? Number 2, religion does not allow you to go there because that is the belief of your father. That don't go and bring, why do you want to try? And the guy too, is he going to be so real? Because I'll say, guy and I going to say, do or die, or oba. Guy and oba because of love, or oba because he has a belief in the Muslim, system. So we are saying to the lady that she should be wise and think twice. Because also then, if the guy is coming, the guy can also demand that, are your parents going to say, okay, go? Or are you going to be comfortable to say, send your buyer, so we can go to church, we can go to the mosque. Is it going to be permitted? Then you know a family and then decision. But the strongest part is a family decision, not their decision.
The strongest part is a family decision and not your decision. To the be a person busuan to go. And so I was here say ye free busuam ye da busuam ye busuan enti eni kwan se bibia ye bia ase menkwa na menam na menkwa na mekoba we ye den wo da busuam enti share na bibia enkoso kama emfa emma. Okay, let me read the next story. We are not yatwaso pepepe. I'll say hello, Auntie Valerie. I just completed university not too long ago. I have done my master's as well. The thing is, I just met this very handsome guy and I wanted to settle with him. Now, I have opted and asked him that we go ahead and we do a marriage by ordinance where we sign at court, because I wouldn't want a situation where he would come through and tell me a different story in future. Now, as part of our conversations before getting married, pre-conversation, he told me that our culture permits and even our religion permits him as a man to get married to more than one woman. Now, what he is trying to tell me is if he's financially fit and capable, just as the Quran says, he can go ahead and marry extra women and make sure he treats all of them equally. And that he is capable and willing to do if the need arises. Now, what he doesn't know is that in marriage of ordinance, when somebody gets married to you, in final and in totality, what happens is that you cannot marry any other person aside the person you have married to. You cannot do an extra marriage because it can end the other person defying the law in court or probably in prison. I have decided to keep quiet and not say anything about that. Do I go ahead and push? I am not looking forward to sharing my home with any extra women. Counselor, help me.
Are they married already?
They are not yet married.
They are not. So now you're going to say, you're courtship. Or they are in courtship.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's understand that in the moments of courtship or during courtship, we reason together, we think together, we plan together. So we need to understand that in the moment of courtship, if you are honest and truthful to yourself and you are transparent, you need to pour your heart to your partner like the guy has done.
Yeah.
The guy is so honest that unim and then minibi. Like I can't be with the bawa the war. Now yami aduna mi yeska, me meet me to baba kung. The same what the for. Number one, watch it out. Jack, are you ready for it or not? Make a decision. Okasa bibiri dodo. Valerie mpesa me wado. Ba me no me wado wi amesa atwempena. Ope me. Ana ompe me. Obetimi ato aso ana ntimi nto aso. We are a faithful guy. We also quite heavy. So been a book you could tell me about the The reason is that we are very open. We are dean na wado. No we are wado we no abechero say onim baby agia me no ba konsome before aka ho. Then you have to go through emotional stress, emotional pain, broken heart, and go like, you should have told me before marrying me, because so catch me and come in wado, because I dear back my vow to Allah and say, some wadi na mi kunsani ma for the main preda, ya me ya, wabum kwasian wabi susuan, ya koton and keba, you don't need all these things. So this is what it is. Guyana has been real, he's been faithful. Jack, but wadi be account. Now, among wadi the lady has the right to make a choice. Okay. What is your choice? Open and I won't pay. Even though you are in love, or also is in love, but Chero send me the way number after marrying you. So even though you are in love, if you think that it will not please you, it will not go well with your soul, with your emotions and your heart, walk out. Just stop it. Imagine most guys are on the team, they were so honest. Sister, buy my bay. Wait, sister, me pel, buy me pemba. It's always a minute about now. There be a condom to do me bad. The heart is prepared for the journey. But remember, be brother, they didn't tell them if you walk around about one shot. What I say, about
one time.
One time, baba, onka, and I'm a pel, and I'm a dope. When you're going to imagine so about about one shot.
One night stand.
One night stand. I just want to hit boom and see what you carry. If you are buyable or edible. Or eatable, or sustainable, or marriageable. I want to find out. Okay, it's your choice. Okay, try and see. Imagine a guy comes into your life. We are not saying it's good, but I'm trying to say, imagine all guys are transparent.
Sure.
Come on, let's be real.
It saves you emotionally.
It gives you a picture. Your heart is set and prepared.
Yeah.
So, this is what I'm going to enter into. I am prepared. Okay, sister, me no be dating, but be here to me see. So, suba nyame wado. I di ame wado ti ya kui say na jeni neko we hwe ne nko ya ti ye bie no ya twempara but e fa okay me mpesa bra me fa me ho mema na sa because my comment to me we obema de no come here na bibi ye me to me do you understand what I'm saying? These are guys who are transparent. This man is a very good man wa chero na koma ubetumi ana ntumi usi ho bema ye letter tintin na ma me nto aso we letter tintin sister ya twena be and say on to me after no be ko to the law of Ghana actually say okokota wo ade ba akope nkrata so e ma ne kwan ana bra Muslim say nkrata ma wo kwan e ma wo kwan me hia nkrata me fo bi anko bi ba me wado okra na wo me de kokota wo ma ba ka me fo mo nkoba me mo ade ofie. In other words, conclusion of the matter is that still be wadi bi aka ho. So the court will not stop me from doing an engagement or performing traditional rites I will still do what I have to do. So what the man is trying to communicate to the lady is that you can be my first wife. We can go to the court, go through the audience, whatever. Do it, settle down, put on 1,000 rings. What I'm saying is that, but at the end of the day, there will still be other women. Can you compete? It is yes and no. Number 2, according to the Quran, you cannot, as a man, marry more than one. You marry one. Nevertheless, it says that if you can marry 1, 2, 3, and then, like he said, take care of them, same. So food, same. 1,000 Ghana, same. Then 3. And then equally, if you can supply them their needs equally, and not treat one good and not treat other bad, so that Allah will not punish you, then you can. How many people can do that? We shouldn't deceive ourselves. The word of the Lord is true. Don't, you people are rhetoric. Tell me the truth, genuinely. How many times can you satisfy them sexually? 3 the same. G-Wagon, 3 the same. Oh, then somebody says that, how about if the man has money? There will be something faulty somewhere. That the other person, one person might not be satisfied looking at the other ones and how you are treating them. So we are saying that, gentlemen, if you can't fulfill the laws or the scriptures in the Quran, don't go there, don't rush, don't satisfy the flesh and your lustful desire by riding against the Quran and what is written in the Holy Book. So please, conclusion, sister, emfa eheya nyame adom fa choko toka nase sifom the Ghana, because your emotions cannot handle it. A mouth 4 on I first one by about chain week be our 1 unto me jai. Number 2, gentlemen, no see besi etunu say kakra wanya no on si hostel emayen na on fan renti. What we are saying is that you can marry a lot, but can you obey the word in the Holy Quran and do what is right? If you can, sir, don't satisfy your lust, because even to satisfy the lust and not obey the laws of God from the Quran is a curse. You don't do that. So that's what we want to say. Thank you. Welcome.
Ti ohima senior counselor kan we dey wan kase free kan ni mo ahwe ni ye kura na wonse ho nyina atwitwitwi na akofa asem bebre e de abrew wo se fa catchok fa to kana sinasi e dwane wan kase twa woni na hwe baby aka na park you wo se dwane senior be ya wonso your emotions can be taken care of. Okay, let me read the next story that's coming through. Yes, streaming live on Facebook. Wadaroma na wa share ediapaye share na obinsa enkebi obi asemi na ontimi enyebi na onfa entimi ensa ne ho yare pepepe. I say Val, I'm a guy of 28 years and work with one of the security services. I'm very okay in life, but I just don't want to be in any relationship, let alone marriage. I feel very okay being alone. Please, don't mention my name, please. I want to know whether it's very healthy or bad to have such a feeling. Counselor.
To have such a feeling like?
Say, he wants to be alone.
I want to say this. See, when we say you're kind of simple, son.
Yeah.
There are many factors that triggers his emotions. To talk like that, to speak like that, to see things from that view. It can be heartbroken. Disappointment can let a guy talk like this. Past relationship and what he has experienced can make him talk like this. Ebi kura na societal divorcee. Society aja to say divorce aye komoy. No say awade obekọ na beja ya menwade. Ebi kura na senior o maame no wo papa da bia verbal abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, wo hu bi ontumi nwade. Ebi so na financial office awade e waste of money, waste of time, or power nwade. Obu also he has made the choice not to marry, not because he doesn't. He's not just interested. Obu also financially he's limited. Oni Obu also once he gets sex to satisfy himself somewhere, he thinks that marriage is all about sex. Minya bi do about thing there, and there is no deal. So these are all factors. Obu Okronso engagement list can scare him not to marry, make a decision to marry. So I didn't know when you're failing, there are many factors that links to it. So it's not like, oh sorry, no normal human being can say, men what they. And yes, I are now also call for deliverance. Meko, no epi. And yes, that is what I'm saying. So, for me, a gentleman, educated person, enlightened person. Will not just talk like that. So message was sending how he feels in Abba, but one chere what has really transpired. The SCA, the Akoso, into our casa. Thank you.
Kase, please don't mention my name, no. Now, you have to let us know exactly what is causing you to feel that way. Counselor say, "Untimi mpeja omu keke." And sorry, Kase, awade no me kon. Dear ma dear, me nkwa meti ya mepe. Me so fine obi nkase dum no. Na so a condition, and I'm frama. The counselor said there should be a prevailing factor. Adia bi wo ho a Kenya nwa. Why you wadwen say this is the decision that I am taking. Na wetimi etuhunfo pepepe na yenso yetimi aboawo ewo hu. Mamenkan 2 extra stories na yewia na afi mako Facebook na mako kinkan stories what do we call it, messages and a comment eba miria medwane so akọ WhatsApp and so I say, counselor, please help me. I need help. I need your counsel. Counselor, please. I've been married to my husband for 2 years. And in this 2 years, all through, we have lost 2 babies, miscarriages. Now, my baby is in, by God's grace. And my husband is asking that we give the child a tribal mark. One, to show where he's coming from, and the fact that it is the same child that has gone and come back 3 times. Counselor, if this should go on, I am sure most definitely I wouldn't even be able to recognize my child. I am one who does have a tribal mark. It's not something I really am happy to have, but it gives me a sense of belonging. Should I fight my husband's authority? How do I go about this, counselor?
Let me start by saying that if you are a man who is married and every decision comes from you and it is yes, you are a failure. I'm sorry. Your wife is not an animal. Very strong word, I know. You did not just marry your wife to make her sex machine, to satisfy your sexual urge. Marriage is more than that. You did not just have a wife so that society is being said, also so sabi, spend see a human. Be my argument, be wogum. Me we say me so Yakubu, my 4, my 3. I'm a man. I have kids who call me dad. You may entertainment to assassin.
Yeah.
Pacho TMA. These are men from the old ages, old times, that will stand up like our fathers and say, listen, when I speak, you don't speak. When I talk, you keep quiet, as if our wives are slaves. Like I keep saying, make a suggestion. Let your wife also contribute. That makes her feel good. That man wado kekemeso me wado say as a suitable partner. That means also I have come to contribute to the affairs of our lives. This is a man who is saying that, listen, but I don't care about this super whatever no believe in is not collab you know the coin back by honey members. But what I'm going to talk about is when a man make a decision and say chinchinachi yaman tribal mark yen challenge him and then be yen challenge him be gd say a man mere any a man wo I believe in that. I have decision, but you don't make decision chinchinachi because I am a man. I am the lion of the forest. Makan opo. You are killing the soul and the emotions of your wife. So what happens? May you saying. So when you want to be catch it all. Nyankropon. He has given authority to man to name animals. When the woman came, God never gave her authority. But God said to the man, you see this woman, give her a name. You shall be called woman. Then God says that, do you know why I brought her? She's part of your bone and part of your flesh. When you make decisions and you are confused, consult him. Because this is another type of you. Naturally, what is so. If you were created to be 100% thinking right, they say you half a free. Maybe you 80, 20 no ni. Tadwini bumwa This is the only person you can consult. Whenever you are married and you don't consult your wife in decision, you know what you are doing. You are not fulfilling destiny. Trust me. Most such husbands, I'm telling you, you come when you marry and you want to make decisions alone. Be so bad, be sure. You can't. I'm telling you, when you want to play smart games on your wife, cheat. You want to have a way of doing things. It doesn't work. No, I want to tell the man that Papa be so. No yinyame akwa. No was she incense. No yinyame fie. Your friend Zachariah. Now, the band John the Baptist. I shall be here. Bible said Elizabeth in Yemayano. Idia ya debate to John the Baptist. An angel of the Lord brought it from above and told the woman alone that akwalana abewono ahead of time. The name shall be called John. John, not the Baptist. Baptist and he came because he was on the wilderness baptizing people. Yes, so his name shall be called John. And I'm a minister Mate. Ya won it na ma minister Yamiadom. Nyankoropon wa bere yedin. Edia odi abere na edifudin ya de bema no. Kwa no ka kire ni kun se odifo mechiawo. Ye ba ye be wodi. Edi anyame de abere me no. Na nyame ba ye no obeto oba na be ma no asori fie wanko ho ade. Edi anyame se yem foma no de be fere de John. John asia ni say. John bay tie be ma de be kasa. Honam okasa. Ani sunsumu nyepe. The language of the spirit is not the same as the language of the flesh. No say, Mebusiem, Obi no de John ye ding, tribal, Kasabi brave, Bemano no, you go na pie. Said the John Emano. A dear ye be friend on a Bemano should be by. Bible said, and suddenly, the day they were doing the naming ceremony, suddenly, Bible said, and God, through an angel of the Lord, muted the mouth of the man. Mani ye mum, Bemani ye mum, so be budding. Me a shot could be betono, a dean before fro. To a year so baby no ye mum, scripture, ye mum, o defo ya any mum. See, ya no say dino, no say, I am too. A dino, no say, brother, ye me diagro, ye near brain is agro the over nisono. Sister, it didn't say, no say, I have a friend of John. Bear money baby no about John, Obia no ye mumu within 2 minutes. Obia no aka say be a John is semi all become John Obia no according to scripture John na by John. And then I say this is a name ordained by heaven, not by men. When the neighbor to a bush and the children you we are or toilet plane crash here, a say and I did to don't name people, don't give them tribal mark because it is said. Give it to them because God is saying something to you. Whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, you hear from Allah, you hear from God. It is God the one telling you that a name in 21st century, future. And I said, then, Tibema, who make a decision, Oyere, and patch 9 months, and you will now cry. Would the answer pay, and you came out, 9 months to be a crown, you know the pain she's going through. Now, or Cheros a cratch, and then you try this, and maybe the dumb enemy, and ye easy, sir, mean pempo. Maybe I've lost confidence in a way in my beauty because it be about Yanya, Papa, man, but not the Sabi, and they be about look. I have friends around who are Muslims. When you meet them and they don't tell you they are Muslims, you never know.
True.
But anyway, let me educate people if they don't know. Yeah. And yet Muslims, you have other particular tribe groups. Thank you. So they shouldn't think that Muslims. Yeah, even though we now classify we say Muslim community, sabi that gati and no mama coming there, but there is a part of it. But I want to encourage him and tell the man that don't make the decisions alone. Whether good or bad, I won't go there. But don't make decisions alone. Make the decision with your wife. And please listen to your wife too. Don't let your wife feel less of herself simply because when I can't find and know it's wrong.
Yes, I want to finance any counselor can into what Roma medofo counselor say, "Would there any into counselor say or ban 1 year day?" Obama should be able to sit with them and the man should swallow his ego and pride and listen to the wife contribution. Sorry, because Obama Becca say no, Bema Becca yes, you know, so what do we do? Na yen winning boom, Mema Buffo, no times can show no channel, that's not for issues about no. Winning boom to the Obana Bay and say, Obadi, Ahombrasi, Uncle Duku say, Tobo. Let's think together and reason. Let's see what. And yet, the upper pie winty, which are winning to so many Obama mark. And yes, say, oh, history be say,
utwa akola anima na ne bie ntem utwa na ohunyansa enti saade no me ne bibu aye ntwa wom ba ma yo masters
enti sene ye ka masters asemi no atiase se wo ba ne bema efa adwen a eyeye sa pepepe nso no wo wade na se wo pese awade no ekonanima a eni kwan se wonko a wotena se na wo fa adwen ye se wo se wone unipa a wone na wade ukunu ana wo yire na tena se na mafa adwene abom pepepe asema counselor eka efa the last bit hon kakra metimi eyi efree mu no. Let me read the final story na me wia makenkan messages ni bi eba ewo Facebook pepepe na ye wie nso ayedwane akọ whatever. Good evening, counselor. Please, I have a problem. Please, my heart pains me. Anytime I see my husband cheating, his reaction tells me that he's hiding something from me. I trusted this guy with all my heart, and I don't have any feelings for any guy apart from this guy. He's actually my first, and I believe and I know he's cheating. Counselor, what do you have to say about this story?
I suspect. Conclusion here, I suspect. You don't suspect to conclude. You should have an evidence.
Yeah.
You don't just do hearsaying to believe that it is so. Then he's saying that Nioma Bini moves Bia, you know, say me no name Chimpra, you're just suspecting me. Abodidi. Because me call toilet and before you cram.
Sir.
I'm sorry. I go to sit on the nature score, can spend 1 hour learning on my phone. I have about 10,000 messages on my phone. You know, whilst I am there, I don't waste time. I'm preparing messages. When I'm alone, I'm doing something with my phone. You see me on my phone, I'm not on WhatsApp, I'm not on Facebook. I go to Facebook, put my pictures, put quotes, put videos, articles. And I'm off. Articles, and I'm off. If I have something better to do, I go there. Sometimes I go to watch a few men of God. I have faith in them. I believe in them. That they listen to their teachings here and there. So me, like this, because I toilet, ubejina toilet in the window nechi, and I do the chino you do, ubejina wa better do kumadi awe charge. Because when you come on. So what we are saying is that please have an evidence before you conclude. So we'll be found the phone share the button which is the biasa. We go one person be jana be bringing with 2 mirikaba. So please, sister, yes, maybe it is sir.
Sir.
When we make you move out, it's a movie. The same move, baby, but not shame. So we shouldn't just always be suspecting our husbands simply because they made the move. But anyway, so hopefully, so no, ya then I'll be umuna, unkasa, onen kontoka, okon just my husband. Are you cheating on me? Or please, I'm sorry, because sometimes your movement, I'm not comfortable. Don't even say are you cheating because it sounds insult. So I think your movement, I'm not comfortable. What movement? The way you do things is as if you be a cheat, but I know you are not like that. Wakasa, you know, Usumani yes will be a cheated the BBC, but I know you are not like that, and I know you would never even do that. I'm just telling you that we are we be the son out and so make you yes upon out. Yeah, I know you before I married you. Wakasa. You train there say you, but babe, me no one come up. Babe, you know, if you are cheating on me, stop because God will not forgive you. I swear by my dad's grave. Who cheated on me, God will not forgive you. And the punishment, look, I don't want to talk because are you cursing me? So me cursing when we have a number starting, you know. So please apply wisdom to the behavior and the attitude of your husband. Peace will prevail.
Apply wisdom and you will know that peace most definitely is going to prevail. Special shout outs to Martina and Yasem Kitwa from the headquarters Yechia Wankasa, and a special day we pray and ask that God continues to bless you on Mawakoma Swadi and Embre. Maminke messages nibi Facebook you stream it live honum full stuff home or say Hajia Valerie Fusain Barakisu Chile Dino Wankasa na Diama Meda say Inshira Bebre. Equiamita says looking super great, Hajia Val and Counselor. Thank you so much. Messages in the banner. But Victoria Uswa Dade so say hello, lovely Valerie, ADJEI Mensa and Counselor 1. And Chia also Ede Abanono. Felix Tuedu says hello, good evening and kudos. Okay, togetherness is very important. Victoria Uswa Dade Papa B. Dear Wadi Abanono. Equiamita says if it's financial planning there, it's good. But if it's in the case of a partner and age there, it's beyond him, I think. Okay. Also, Victoria says most African parents don't show concern about their children. Neche say ono so de kakra wode ababeka ho no. Bosha Bakwab Nasafo Junior says, nice one, counselor. Counselor, you're looking great. Abna free years dia wode abanono. Okay, messages. Obapa says, I'm late. You're not late, my dear. Never we believe in a higher being. Philippe Mame Edi Odiabanono. Yvonne O'Day says, good evening, Counselor and Valerie and everyone on this platform. Okay, I think these are all earlier messages. Obapa Kone says, Val, you look good in everything. Yanko Ponchao. Medase Bebre Midofo. Or say, I think you don't need to intentionally test love. But so many things can test your love for each other, like poverty, sickness, time, distance. So if you survive, then your love is strong. Or being able to say, how can love be tested? Is it true, Counselor?
Yeah, like that is what I said. Say every love and anybody you fall in love with, the love must go through process. Yeah. It be a finances, it be a barrenness. But what 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, a womba.
Yeah.
It's going to change you. It be a yare. Yare be to be bobby from nowhere. No what they but we be to be see marriage. Yeah. Being is a test of love. You need to go through. It's a phase and overcome.
Nana Pia says, hi, Auntie Valerie, I love you so much. And I also have the same story about the lady that fell in love with a Christian guy, which the parent says no, but I really love him. And a counselor, the decision doesn't rest with you and the guy alone. Family is also involved.
Very
and you
important.
can say, we are say, I'll say, if two parties from Islamic and Christian are already in love, what should they do? Pastor Lawrence Kwaku.
So it's conclusion, like I said, the family is involved. The family saying no, oh fine.
Yeah.
No. Mummy say yes, yate. Now family you can know it. So and then also the last one, religion, our religious belief system. Maybe GDA, I do GDA no efa. Me GD, maybe pe Bible, open Quran, me Jew Quran di. On so but religion, set apart, and no see a problem. Timbacho, every crown of no. Okay, you're doing home, but Menjimudi and Miju, but Yemi and the other. So, we shouldn't talk about our religion. Let's talk about us. It's impossible.
Victoria Uswa, that day at Shrobibi, it came with a lot of thread. Or say, sometimes we allow love to lead us to make some decisions, and it affects us in the future. Love with caution. Obapa Kone says, we use our heart, but not the brain. In fact, Adum grace. And so I bet you, love itself is strong. That sometimes when it arrests you, you won't understand yourself. You talk less of using your mind. Victoria Uso that day because love can make you act without thinking, without not thinking right about the risk involved in po. Yasamo naturally say in sama yenyina ye kikanono. Good evening, Nanekia Hipsy from Mfat Adum Grace. Also, you're such a wonderful friend, which hard to get in these times in this generation. May God continue to bless you and answer all your heart desires in Jesus' name. God bless you, your beautiful mom, also for allowing herself to be used by God as a vessel for giving birth to you. This is beautiful. Erekia Minta says, Counselor is too wise. God bless him, Ankasa. I wonder how he always gives accurate solutions instantly. It's from above. A friend of Holy Ghost browser. What told the boys your browser? If you through what downloading. Naturally say what they am I. If you are yourself, men and their ego. If you date or marry a man who is egoistic, you just suffer in life. No happiness. They just do what will suit them, and they never pay attention to your opinion. Val, you look so beautiful. God bless you. And Counselor, we are proud of you guys, and you guys are a blessing to our generation. Obapa Konedia Wodia Banono. Sarah Asime says, men and their ego. God help us. So, God bless you, Papa. And also, dear Wadia Banono. Loretta Apete says, I love you. Oh, Asamwa Betty Nyakwan says, good evening. Oh, no, dear. Obai Wachiana Wabachia. Constance Selassie says, hello, Counselor. I'm a lady with I'm age 31 and with a child, but not with his dad. I met this guy and we started dating. But Counselor, the guy can get angry, break up the relationship, then apologize. He does this every time. But Counselor, I am tired.
When someone threatens you with break up.
When someone threatens you with break up, breakup. Anita Adoma says, looking lovely, Val. Thank you so much. Abidin says, big brain counselor. And also, what they abba what Facebook. Mamindra na menko WhatsApp na menko kinkain bi. Mr. and Mrs. Andro. Usu Andro enyasam kitwa. Almost say, Hajia Valerie too. Valerie no omudi too. I can't say too nedie. Eregate de. Madam say, Wasi, you're looking beautiful. Thank you so much, Ekuma. God bless you so much. Messages na bana eba on this side. It says, please, that person may be one, a man whose manhood is not working, or two, if the person is a lady, she might have aborted and the womb has been removed and doesn't want to disturb anyone. Finally, the person might know very well that he or she might use the private for something else. Okay, I think this message is directed to the person who says they are not really in the mood to get married.
I don't understand.
Nti na chere se o pese o chere se nipa na wo de ba ya wo ka se awade ani meni so awade nheda nya de wo meni so wo se
be man send this message right.
Yes please, be man send it.
Yeah, so
o se o pese o chere se
obu an be man ye adwuma pe pa, but he has made a decision or like the factors I talk about.
Okay. I said, good evening. Hey, Valerie, today your new name is ADJEI Valerie to Mamuna. Hey, Asembe and Krenny. God bless you and counselor so much. You both are looking good. Oh, Ama and Stroma there, what they are banono. Or say, hello, this is Faustina from Tema. Counselor, please, sometimes, please, let's divert into our local dialects, please, because our illiterates are complaining a lot, please. Medofo Wadaroma. Send out to be told what's the type of debris, ya kind of pepe, and kind who say, yeah, can't. Counselor, any time beyond what can brof. What the tree na yansu ye de brofo kakra ka ho. Ye de tree ne ye de namu sene ye beya. Wo bia ensa ebeka ne de pepepe. Also, counselor, please. I just want to say this to you. God bless you. Amen. Increase you on every side. Amen. Indeed, you are a man of wisdom, and every single night you wow me. Amen. The fact that this is a very sensitive topic, very, very sensitive and peculiar to a certain group of people, but then you still have answers. Counselor, you would go far. Amen. And God continue to grace you. Amen. More. Okay. On also dia wode abanono pepepe nyankopon enhira medofo. Okay, send ya meka no abusuafo ye bebie ye phone lines na tum na wonso wetimi ne atwetwe nkomo wonso wonsem a wo pese woni ye kana ne yakana pepepe na me hyase no mauti ase se Campbell Campbell edin birthday nyankopon enhira ankasa medofo na onkoso enye wo kese oma wakoma so ade nyina emremu emfa emayen ena dede abakosem yire erade nhira medofo enya asem ketua hey wakuma pushi wakuma do de wakuma filu wakuma yada o ene eme de enya asem ketua o fili me style bap. This is also a special message coming from Eben's Pizza to Sister Sika echine nyampa eye wawoda o se awrade enhira wo na onkoso enye okese oma wakoma so ade nyina mrem na de wode won sabesom bia no enye enhira emfama pepepe. Okay, so these are some of the messages coming through. Mamento meboase na menko back to Facebook na menko kinkai messages na ebano. Anita Aduma says, Val, I knew some couple who were in love and got married, not following the differences in the religion. Now they have 3 kids and the man wants the kids to be fully Muslim and it has become war. So love alone won't work. Is it true, Counselor?
I've said that.
It's true, Counselor. Akasa same way. Till it duma. And so I'll say hello, family, lovely family. Watch here, Obibiara. Yeah, where your first caller ewo ahomane so nana yaw efre free kaswa. Hello, nana yaw.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening, nana yaw.
I want to greet your listeners all.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Yes, nana yaw.
My problem is I've been dating this lady for quite a number of years now.
Okay.
We have a child.
Okay.
And we were preparing towards marriage before she got pregnant.
Okay.
But due to 1 or 2 things, we delayed with the preparation. A time ago, we had a small quarrel. She wanted to bath the child with hot water during one afternoon. And I told her no. So it got into a heated argument. Then we set up. Then she said if you want, she will not even stay with someone like me.
Mm.
And I was like, why do you say that? And he said, like, Minyan is so.
Bema.
Yeah. So I was like, say, if I'm to compare, I'm highly educated than you.
Mm.
So you are also not the same. You said some stuff. Then she got annoyed. She said she's not going to come to my place again. And I did not want to talk about it, so she went.
Mm.
So she has been with her mom for about a year. I go to see the children. Whatever I have to do for her, I do for her. Honestly, the last time we were intimate was 11th of July. That was last year.
Yeah.
Up to now, we have never been intimate.
Wow.
And I went there some time ago to try to convince her to come. That was early January, to come so that you stay with me while the child starts school. She denied coming. I paid the child school fees and started schooling at my end while she was at her mom's place. One thing led to another, and we had another fight. And she decided that the child is not going to go to the school again. So I pleaded with her for the child to complete the first term, and we changed the school. After changing the school, I said I brought up the matter that we should still be together and those kind of stuff. But she said no until I get married to her.
Okay.
I was like, fine.
All right. So Nanaya, we you know, because of time constraint, I really want to get to the bottom of everything.
Okay.
In TCC, no, nipa no, why you are say wo pese or no betna cohabitation, as an why and one day na. A dear na pesa counselor yema bonnet offer.
I tried to go for the child to spend weekends with me, and she denies me access.
Okay.
How old is the child?
How old is the child?
The child will be 2 years just next 2 weeks. Just for weekends.
Okay.
Okay, so
all right.
Number one, abofrani sadodo.
Yeah.
2 years. When they call court be my coin say, Papa now has the right to see in the bar.
Yeah.
To or right to see in the bar. Obe fan the bar ko amara obe be anyone. It will not be allowed.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's all right. And they say, Obana de befa akola no. Lord nako ya ho. Ya oni no modi agro whatever.
Yeah.
But don't lady this person or prevent that because one person she doesn't want to have anything to do with the house. Number two, kai say oba oni na nyama watra cohabitation on wade ne de. On you comfortable, sir. Now the question is, oba wade na wade she doesn't know.
No, we had a confrontation and she said stuff.
Me bacho. Oh,
Nanaya, Wadaroma, kindly keep calm.
Exercise patient.
And listen to what counselor has for you.
Oba oni na nyama wa awode there. I'm still up to na yenye engagement there. My question is, make a stuff for Oba no ma.
Yeah.
Oba warem da be. There be out 2 hours ye sheda and number wadu watch number wadu. Number 2. You see, anger has made them to exchange words.
Yeah.
Now I say ebufu ni ba na exchange your words ba no definitely. Oba ne kind be man so de ne de amano. So baako you very emotional, very sensitive. Oba no. Why am more hurt than the Bema should be hurt. You know men, even though we are hurt, you can balance it. But Oba ye hurt. So the question is, how far can you go to still have her? At the point we can say as men that my brother don't want Oba, but how far can you go? Number 2, the lady will never come. And just say, why not you so about what in the So now the woman is a confused woman. Number 2, she's not sure of what is happening in the relationship.
Okay.
Number 3, she doesn't want to allow the child because of a so break immune with them.
Yeah.
So that it will be like we used to have access to me. So what I'm saying is that if it's your family womb, the gentleman should walk straight to the parents of the lady and settle issues and make a believe there.
Nanaya Wadaroma senior counselor cannot know from more about pepe.
But I wanted to ask, she said stuff about my family, and my family got to hear of it. You see, not to me, but she went up and said stuff. So it's like there's some kind of, and I'm trying to calm nerves at my end. But the escalating issue, whenever
Oh, my you guys have taken
they've
it
not
far.
Respected themselves
exactly,
enough. Okay,
exactly.
so family na a charge ya.
Yeah.
On come on down and son will make you move. But or coming and coming and fat.
Good evening, Auntie Val. Please don't mention my name. There's this ex-soldier whom I met and has resigned from the soldier work. He's in his 40s and I'm in my 20s. He likes me and also interested. He's a divorcee with 3 children. I like him too. He called me, he told me he wants me to come and see my parents. He also says he wants me to know his family. What should I do? Counselor, help
2040, divorcee, 3 children and fat.
Thank you, sir. Okay, and see, wait here, papa. Yes, she
doesn't even have the heart to nurture children.
All right, let's pick the next caller. Rosemary.
Yes, ma.
Yes, baby. What are mama then call? It's you.
Pacho, good evening.
Good evening.
Pacho. Yes, ma.
Yeah, Rosemary. Miss Rao, lower TV set volume. No, and yes, I'm a director, but you were free, so me pacho.
Pacho, yeah.
Ha, and my mente wonka.
Aha. Pacho. Me person mini counselor kasanga, but me nka masem kakra answer. Me pacho. Mini papa bit na.
Okay.
Me on mami, also on mami.
Okay.
Na wafa me man ti se ne ma pepepe bibia oye maye na me ni tina ye e breaki ama no ko woye ama me so me ko woye na ya service ya ya kan nyina boma almost 13 years ni ubisa ne se da pe na obe me ho ade a o se ne ho nso ye na afi nso etwe mu nyina o ka kire me se o ban bisa be ma se onware no and also some my boni dia counselor beka me maka ati and I think so recently into kakra bi by minimum to kwa ko but ono ne boyfriend na me tu kwan komikrum me maame e betena me nche ono afra na me maame betena me nche na me maame oyare ntumi nya hwe nche o betena me nche ampa me maame betena me nche na me tu kwan me ko na maame se me nkra no se ye nkasa mpo nya hwe me fra na me nkra no me kra no da Saturday na me tu kwan me koy and Saturday na me koy no sesa me bag any me chance ya me tie aduane gu ma no sesa ne nyina abre me e ho me ma me ni ho no
oh
nti ahye me ma me su yesa me nim almost yesi mo bia nka hwe nkire me nti ma nti na me koy nso me koy yare ya me ba Monday no ade chinya na me sakoda hospital nti e chire me ba na me ma me ka dem se ni esi ye ni na me si o anya hwe me friend onfa my friend is onfa me ko fi won ne kasa so asa na oye no asa ni gbofu ni e di bufo ni nyina ba ya ni se me ma me yare ni kasa ma boka me ye adwuma na me fridge ase me na ma say 7,000 e wo fridge mu nti pressure da me so wo so yare nti ma mbesra wo ma meda wo nche nti no buefu sa de ma beda nche anya aduane ama wo mbisa se wo te sen nti ni buefu di nyina no ye friend onfa
Medofo. Ubetie counselor futuo.
Medasi.
Ubetie. Tie.
Na me pe counselor number pa.
Wo beka bibi kitua bi a kire wo.
Medasi.
Enti wo kan fa ye wi a ye be san hia counselor.
Empranchen. One de wo ba.
Omo mie no kura divorce obi a fa na kwa fa.
Sister, so you divorcee. Me boa.
Wow.
Ba wo ne be man na ni ho. You've made the first mistake. And for ye, say ye be man no say ye wine. When you back second one at now oba we ye adwuma wo sika kakra aduane didie. You don't allow a man to control your emotions, I'm telling you. But o sha akwaya person on sister no. But the sister no or your camera phone would dimafo. O sika kakra. Iti mitumi se brother e ya wodidi. O se one beda one be no aduane amame. Na sister no kra aduane no ano no adi sika na no. Ojo se brother di ne ho nti wadwa se sika no akose no o maame ho. Na ka be mapa. Se me krasa be ba be yare na me ko ho a. Wani kura engine hu se me oba ya tete we krasa. Ti bi bo me maame. Ko ba ya wadwa ade a won so yare. Ti I should choose between me maame and wo. Ah!
Because is it bad for a woman to ask a man, when will you marry me?
Be ba cho me sero. onja man question okra me answer
Council, if you say it's a prevailing issue.
Many what 1 2 3 4 years ye mwa wade ye nkomo ba wo say ade na man meda ho ye say ode pampanya ne hia ayase mbomu ne hia. You have never talked about marriage na bibisa say the bia membra meda the bend ye be wade o say me bu afade no obisa so onya mmere ne adaje. I'm sorry Eddie ne ebusa me wade na abufu you are fake
ene da ho no ye fire last caller. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, me do from Pasha Udini baby akasa free.
Yeah, from Dumia Haruna, me kasa free kumase.
Me Pasha Umaniko yetio.
Yeah, please. The issue I have an issue with my wife.
Okay, talk to me.
I'm the jovial type.
Sure.
But sometimes I do say certain things thinking that I'm playing, but my wife takes them as serious.
Yeah.
So please tell the counselor what should I do?
Okay. What are some of the things that you say to your wife that make her angry?
Yeah, sometimes like I always say, oh, please, this one I'm saying, I'm playing. So she always takes them as serious. Sometimes I may say maybe she doesn't, she should take my phone from me.
Okay. All right.
She becomes, I don't know why.
All right, Alaji, kindly hold on. Counselor.
She doesn't have a big heart to absorb a lot of things. And naturally, she's not a playful lady.
She doesn't know
how to control emotion. In fact, some jokes are also expensive. Our extend the beer was said, Udu. Oban Udu, our Pemo, Udia Grobroswa, no Sir. What I'm saying is that the lady might be a good woman, but Berman should be able to study the lady very well to know Agra one pay. So much, Oma Wade, and I grow up on pen, who didn't do baby no so on pa, no chasso. And that's all.
Okay, and that's all. Abusia for yen chaya honsima, yeba, yebetwas.